What is going on, Bigfoot Pumping Service crew? And now you hear from Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I believe Tommy talked to either receptionist or the owner yesterday specifically, and he gave us the green light to go ahead and send this over. I just wanted to simply give you the opportunity to understand what exactly you can do to increase the likelihood that you get found on Google, which also increases the likelihood that you get more jobs specifically in your service area, which is, I'm assuming, Colorado Springs. I believe it's Colorado Springs, or at least subsidies of Colorado Springs specifically. If you have any questions about how this... If you have any questions around like anything I mentioned in this video specifically, just please just shoot the email back to the whatever email I sent it from. It's going to be from, most likely from Tommy's email specifically. He's the guy that reached out, so he's going to be the guy that also is following up and just checking up and see the feedback on the specific video. If you have any questions, let me know, but my intention is just keep this simple, not to overcomplicate. It's to make things sound it's not to make things sound much more complicated than it is, or to simplify to where you have the input-output equation of what exactly works and what exactly doesn't work on Google. Now, the unfortunate thing about this video is the fact that your website just isn't popping up for me at all. Not sure why. I'm not. Maybe somebody's working on it. That could be true. But just to show you this, doing it live. Excuse me. One, I'm going to this website and it just goes here, and then if I do this one as well too, it goes here, and then Bigfoot Portables. Not sure if you're the same person. Not sure if you're the same person, but obviously that'd be interesting. See if this one works. See if you have the same number on here. Portables, Construction Porta, 719-985. 719-985. So it's like, yeah, completely different numbers. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly the problem is, but obviously that's kind of what I'm seeing. See, I just want to give you a heads up there. Basically what I'll do is I'll just kind of give you the input. I'll just give you like, the overall feedback. I can't see the website because I can't see exactly what's wrong with the content, but I do know something's wrong with the content simply because you're only being found for 2 keywords in general, which is both your branded name, and the biggest competitor is being found for like 17, and they're being found for septic pumping, Colorado Springs, septic tank cleaning, septic tank pumping, septic tanks, Colorado Springs. They're being found for all these keywords. You're not being found for not one of them. All right, so let's mean that something's wrong with the foundation of the website, because what happens here is Google's looking at what exactly do you do and where exactly do you do it at. If they can't figure out what those two things, they're usually just going to brand you for your name, and then from there, like, you got to figure it out. Unfortunately, that's how the game is played. So, to the extent what I'm trying to say is basically, if your website doesn't, and this doesn't look like a great website, and it's not something we built either. It's just a website that's currently up. That's ranking number 1. If your website doesn't have this as an H1, I mean, like the first thing that people see when they hop on the website, the first thing Google sees when it hops on the website, usually you're probably doing something wrong. Or if it doesn't have any of these keywords, septic tank pumping, Colorado Springs, septic tanks, Colorado Springs, septic pumping, Colorado Springs, septic tank cleaning, Colorado Springs. If it doesn't have any of those keywords as your H1, meaning the first thing people see when they come on your page, usually not a good sign. Especially because you have Bigfoot pumping in your name. Like, I would just use this keyword as your H1. Like, so that Google's extremely clear on what exactly you do and where exactly you do that. Like, extremely clear. Okay? So that's the biggest thing. And I don't know how much content is on your page. I can't see it currently right now, and I'm also going to make sure Tommy emphasizes that when he calls you. That's obviously the biggest thing. Like, I can't see it, but I know that just by default, he's beating you with the amount of times he mentioned septic pumping in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs 15 times. Pumping 13 times. Cool. So I want to give you that feedback so you have the ability to be able to make those changes as necessary. We can also do that for, I just can't see your website right now. So next big thing is going to be backlinks. When it comes to backlinks, Google's looking at like who exactly are you working with that they can actually trust? All right. Like, who exactly are you working with that they can trust? Who exactly are you linking back from that they can actually trust? Unfortunately, all of your backlinks are spam. Every single one of them spam. Now, the big thing is the number one competitor also doesn't have that much better. But the big thing that he's doing well is like his name is also a keyword. Colorado septic pumping is a keyword specifically. And there's septic pumping Colorado Springs, right? Septic tank cleaning Colorado Springs. Like, they're also being found for all these other keywords, but their backlink profile is not that well. They have 1 good backlink, 2 good backlinks, 3 good backlinks. The rest of them are spam, and the rest of them are spam. So like the barrier of the bar isn't extremely high. It's basically says not their name is actually helping them a lot because they have a really good name. But if you have really good backlinks, we could definitely beat them. The biggest thing is obviously going to be figuring out what the problem is with the website, why it's not indexing and being found for the correct keywords. From there, is being able to figure out what exactly is the problem with, the backlink profile and being able to add solid backlinks. And the backlink simply is being able to link a big website linking back to you saying, hey, I trust this person, Google, you should as well too. That's the simplest way I can put it. And there's two ways to acquire. Either you buy it from a big company, or buy it from a blog, buy it from directories, etc., or you sign up with them specifically. Okay, so there's two ways. Last thing gonna be Google Business Profile, so name, address, and phone number. The problem here usually is like you on Yelp, your number is X, Y, and Z. On Facebook, the number is X on YXZ. On Bing, the number is XYZ. On Yahoo, the number is YZX. Right. So basically, there's misalignment, or you don't have enough citations for Google to know exactly what you know that everything's in congruence, basically. Okay. So you see the volume game, and also you don't have an address on here at all. All right. So for me being in like Dead Smack Middle Colorado Springs, let's just say I did septic pumping. All right. You pop up. That's 1, 2, 3. Obviously, most people are picking on those three. You pop up. On the second page. And also, the number one page doesn't have that many more reviews than the top three have 1, 2, 3. So the top three is like 14 reviews, 36 reviews. So you're not losing because of reviews. You're losing simply because you just need better citations. Going back to Google Business Profile. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Overall, I shot this video to give you insight on what's going on. I don't know why I can't see your website. Once I can see it, I'll reshoot this video. But this kind of gives you insight of what exactly you do to change that equation.